What a terrible f***ing show that was. What is going on, guys? As always, the great one, your favorite content creator of all the time, treated as a WWE Monday Night Raw review, because this is a review in a different shape and form. Hopefully you will like it. If you don't, I will bring back just a normal review. This is where it's going to be, where I talk about best things and worst things about Monday Night Raw, a show that absolutely sucked cock. Throughout the show, I wasn't entertained at all. I actually decided not to do a review, but then I was like, okay, I need to. I cannot stop. I will do something that is different than a review, but is a review as well. So if you like it, make sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments below. Let's start with Monday Night Raw, December the 11th, 2017. Good thing, Roman Reigns vs CESARO. I think it's one of the highest points of the show. Roman Reigns vs CESARO, the match was great. It did what it needed to do. CESARO looked good in the process. It's not one of those matches where CESARO is just a jobber, loses the match and nothing happens. At the end of it, CESARO looks even stronger than he did before, because Roman Reigns is the face of the company, the big dog. Whenever... There was this segment backstage where there was Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins watching television, and he was like, I'm gonna go get the big dog. That was the craziest thing ever. Don't do that again. Oh god. It was for the Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge, I guess, but it was announced before, and I'm happy with the way it turned out to be. And after the match, Roman Reigns went to Twitter and said, say what you want about CESARO. He's a tremendous wrestler, and I respect him for that. But at the end of the day, and still, the big dog. Bad thing. Finn Balor is a filler. Finn Balor is one of the biggest stars on Monday Night Raw. Could be the most over guy with the crowd, even though Vince McMahon doesn't like to admit that. So what do you do with Finn Balor during this show? Simple. Use him as a filler that doesn't make any sense and doesn't change anything at all. He's facing Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas every week. That's awesome. This week he faced Curtis Axel and defeated him, and that was pretty much the end of it. The only positive, we got to see Finn Balor smile. He smiled during his entrance. And then he defeated Curtis Axel. That was about it. Yeah, I think it's not the best thing about the show. I'm gonna put this into a negative. I think it's a bad thing. Good thing, Cedric Alexander. One of the most positive things about the show was Cedric Alexander. We know what happened to Rich Swann, who got arrested because of, violence, abuse to his girlfriend, wife, whatever. However, we got to see a fatal four-way match for another opportunity. I like the fact that they acknowledged that he is not in the match. Drew Gulak said that since he got suspended, we need another guy that I'm going to face, and I'm going to face you, Enzo Amore, after that. Cedric Alexander was screwed a lot of times in the WWE, so many times, and we want to see him as Cruiserweight Champion because he is my personal favorite out of the Cruiserweight guys. He's entertaining, his theme song is good, his finisher is awesome. I mean, he's a total package. And today we got to see him win that match. However, I do not think that he will win against Drew Gulak, because Drew Gulak versus Enzo Amore is going to be that rivalry that, he was my friend and not a friend anymore. And Enzo Amore pretty much said that, Drew Gulak, you're not my friend, you're a partner or something like that. You're working for me, Enzo train. And then he wanted, that with Nia, and that's not a positive about the show, He wants that Nia to do something, and that's what WWE is doing right now with Monday Night Raw. A negative, Matt Hardy, same crap. When it comes to Matt Hardy, broken brilliance, I just absolutely love it. My favorite thing about Monday Night Raw, and the only reason I tune in, besides the fact that I have to do a review, I love it. Matt Hardy is just priceless, and I was really disappointed when I saw that it's just the same crap from last week with different couple of words. I wanted to see him in the ring, I wanted to hear his new theme music, I wanted something, at least walk backstage and do wonderful or Migmahan. All we saw was another same crap, and it was worse, with a shitty crowd. So, you're doing the same crap with a worse crowd with no. Doesn't work that way. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to little pieces that cannot be repaired, because I'm going to say these words, but I did not like it. I'm sorry, Matt Hardy. I love you. I love you too much. But this week, I cannot talk. Not wonderful. Positive, Drew GULAK. Just like I said, when it comes to one of the best things about this week's Monday Night Raw, Drew GULAK was really entertaining, and I became a fan of the guy. He's such a charisma. He has tons of charisma. He's an opposite of Jason Jordan. Not only we got some funny segments between him and Enzo Amore, pretty much him teasing Enzo Amore with Nia Jax. Enzo Amore pretty much said, I want you to beat Rich Swann, I want you to beat CEDRIC Alexander, whatever, and then he said Nia Jax because he is in love with her, he has a crush on her, and it, you know, spit it out by accident, and he was like, what? I know what you're talking about, you know, and Enzo Amore was like, he knows I'm in love with you, or something like that. And Drew GULAK was like, you want me to face anybody, even if it's Nia Jax? And Enzo was like, yeah, exactly. And Drew GULAK was also on commentary, and he was entertaining, man. I want these PowerPoint presentations on Monday Night Raw right now, since I don't watch 205. I like the guy. Might be my favorite right now, I'm not quite sure. CEDRIC Alexander, you need to step up because Drew GULAK is taking my heart and is going to repair from the broken pieces that it was destroyed by Matt Hardy's promo. I liked it, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Matt Hardy's promo, I just think it's the same and you cannot do that. We were waiting. Don't play with us like that. Either way, Drew GULAK, I see a big future in this guy. Hopefully he will take the Cruiserweight Championship from Enzo or someone else in the near future because I like the guy. A negative and boring one, Kane vs Strowman hype. Kane vs Braun Strowman, #1 contendership match for the Royal Rumble opportunity WWE Championship match against Brock Lesnar. Do you want to see Kane vs Brock Lesnar? Someone said on Twitter, it makes total sense that Kane would win this match because he's a big red monster and Universal title is red. Fuck your logic. Fuck this logic. Why am I still a wrestling fan with these kind of people, huh? Do you want to see Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar after that terrible match they had? I would say no. Hopefully you said that as well. If you didn't, well, that's a shame. If Braun Strowman will win the title, which he won't, I would appreciate that. But he won't win the title, don't do the match then. And the only positive was none of these guys actually won because it was a draw. You know, no one won the match. But just the fact that we knew this is going to be our main event, I didn't care. I started editing my videos for Greatness TV channel that you should subscribe to. You should subscribe to. The channel is great, man. I honestly did not give a single brown smelly crap. No one did. Kane vs Strowman, yeah, this is gonna be good. Rivalry was dead like 3 weeks ago. Makes me think, was it even alive to begin with? Hopefully, Lesnar vs Finn Balor is not a match that will entertain me, intrigue me as well, but at the same time it's still better, so hopefully Finn Balor is going to be introduced in that rivalry and win the match and go at WrestleMania, Royal Rumble against Brock Lesnar. That's the only thing I want right now. Please WWE, don't let this happen. I assume it's going to be a triple threat match. Lesnar, Strowman and Kane. I'm so excited. That's so unpredictable. Jason Jordan, the whiny sexy boy. I heard rumors that Jason Jordan is only pushed because he's popular among female fans because he has a nice butt, and I gotta agree, the butt, it's round, it seems like it's soft, you know. I gotta agree with that. Jason Jordan's butt, it's hella nice. However, is that a reason to push the guy? Probably not. Either way, this week he was still a whiny boy. Dad, I was too much whiny back then. I'm not gonna whine anymore. But seriously, how can you not put me in a match against Samoa Joe and ask me? That's Jason Jordan for you. A whiny sexy boy. Sexy. And I thought it's just another negative point about the show because it's the same crap every damn week and I'm really getting tired of it. Do something. And another negative, the Shield vs Bar and Joe rivalry. Is anyone really excited about this? The whole show was built between the Bar and Samoa Joe versus the Shield. We got Dean Ambrose versus Samoa Joe, we got Roman Reigns versus Cesaro, and Seth Rollins versus Sheamus, and the hype was not here because we've seen that a lot of times. and I'm not quite sure if this is a right way to build these shows. For me, for example, the excitement wasn't there, and the 3-on-3 match that they're probably building to at Royal Rumble maybe is also not something I want to see. You know, it's not intriguing at all. Once you see that so many times and the same superstars fighting over and over again, I think we got enough of the BALOR versus Ambrose and Rollins. So it's kind of like, okay, will I need to watch that again? Don't you have any other tag teams? Please do something else. So that is another very big negative that I have about this show, is that they're building it with a very boring rivalry. Oh, and it also feels, I don't know about you guys, that it's only about Roman Reigns. The other 5 men involved are just there. Either way guys, we got 3 positives and 5 negatives. Not a very good result for Monday Night Raw this week. I would give this Raw, to conclusion, 3.5 out of 10. It was a terrible show with some good wrestling. So, you know, when it's got good wrestling, there's something at least you gotta give a couple of points. But other than that, it was the same thing from last week, but even worse. Which I gotta say, last week was pretty nice though. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below, do you prefer this kind of video or just a simple review? Let me know in the comments below, do you want to see that same thing for SmackDown Live? I'm not going to upload it right now. I'm going to upload it a little bit later because all of you are sleeping right now. It's 9 AM in my country right now, so yeah, in your country it's like, I don't know, 3 AM. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and make sure to support me on Patreon if you can. Would really appreciate it, and I will do some early content for you. And let me know in the comments below what other content you want, because you know my channel is kinda I need something new. The great one, peace, love and hugs. It's been a pleasure.